It feels so good to make a key art reaction video again. Ladies and gentlemen, we got the secret 4th sneak peek for this upcoming update all about the symbiotes. A symbiote invasion has begun. Will they infect and consume Marvel Future Fight? A dark presence is looming. Okay, so the dark presence looming 100% has to be null. My speculation looks like it may be correct. We still don't know for sure, but it's pointing towards right now the clues are pointing towards null not being in this update just yet and sort of being hinted at, etc. And he'll be coming in 2 weeks after the update. So that would put him at dropping on the 3rd or 4th of December, depending on your time zone. Now, I know talking about someone who's not going to be in the update for 2 weeks so specifically sounds kind of weird, but I know, like myself, a lot of you are very excited for Null. So I just wanted to make that clear. I don't think that they're forgetting Null. Like, they're clearly referring to him and sort of alluding to him. But he's also not in the key art. And, usually the key art does feature at least one villain. There are some key arts that don't. It's very rare, but hey, it has happened before. But on the other hand, the key art does feature someone new. So we have Spider-Man here, front and center. That's actually Symbiote Spider-Man, believe it or not. Yep, that's Symbiote Spider-Man with the claws. We've got Venom over here on the right. We've got Agent Venom in the back. And then we got somebody new over here. That's Sleeper. And funny enough, I actually didn't cover any other symbiotes that could be coming to the game because I was like, there's like so many of them. There's Riot, there's this Toxin, there's this guy, there's that. Well, we have Toxin, but anyways, there's like so many. There's genuinely so many symbiotes that whatever, they could add whoever, right? So they added Sleeper. Really cool. They added Sleeper. We'll talk about who he is in just a bit here. So this is what they said for the key art post. Are you ready to meet the superheroes who have gained new powers by bonding with symbiotes? Get excited for the November update. Oh, they're telling us. Featuring the symbiotes and Spider-Man. Discover Spider-Man, Venom, and Agent Venom with their new uniforms. Aside from the 3 heroes who have been revealed, the new hero Sleeper will be joining Marvel Future Fight as well. So, confirmed, heavily confirmed, multiple times confirmed that they're all superheroes. And again, I think it's kind of worth noting that they usually do that, where they usually go and say this is a superhero, this is a super villain, so there's not confusion in the community. But I also think that they're doing it on purpose, where they're like, we're going to drop a bunch of symbiotes and we're going to explicitly say heroes, 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 and then in 2 weeks we're going to drop symbiotes and we're going to explicitly say bad guys, bad guys, bad guys, super villains, right? So maybe Null's not going to come alone. For all you Carnage fans out there, etc., etc. There's lots of other villain symbiotes as well. So yeah, pretty cool stuff. And then yeah, dropping that it's it's Sleeper, right? So the live stream, by the way, guys, the live stream is tonight. I know I feel kind of scatterbrained, but it all makes sense in my head. The live stream is tonight. I think it's like 11 hours after this video drops. It's going to be at 8 p.m. It's 1 hour earlier than usual. 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific with 3RL. I'm going to be live here on YouTube. I'm going to be going through it all. It's going to be very exciting, and they'll definitely have more stuff to show us. They dropped the maintenance notice. It's still the same time frame as usual, for those of you wondering, 3 p.m. to midnight Pacific or 6 p.m. to 3 a.m. Eastern. And then we get to Sleeper. So Sleeper is basically Venom's son. Yep. Yeah. Venom had the symbiotes reproduce. I'm pretty sure Carnage is Venom's first son. Anywho. And Sleeper is his 7th son, I believe, or its 7th son. So the Venom symbiote's 7th son, and he has all the regular symbiote powers, plus he has this chemo power, this special chemo. He makes acid. I don't know what it's chemoconology or some shit like that. I can't remember how you say the word, but he makes acid. He can create smells and gases to hide his presence or camouflage and cloak and stuff. He can split up into multiple different hosts, basically. So yeah, pretty much all the same stuff. And then with the splash of uniqueness being the acid / poison / gas. So he might deal exclusively poison damage. We'll have to wait and see. He may just be a support for symbiotes. We don't know. but I thought it was important to mention that this is Sleeper in the, you know, as the host of a cat. So, hey, that's really cool. If they give us a Sleeper cat ability or whatever idle animation, that would be pretty dope. Now, as for the rest of the update, like, what can we expect genuinely? Well, I mean, I think the barn doors are open for pretty much whatever else they want to do, whether it's a new dispatch sector, whether it's other things like that. I don't expect a lot of content because we just got zombie survival. That's a lot of energy. But I do expect some small things, right? So I expect some small things. In particular, Black Friday and anniversary updates tend to be a little bit larger than the other updates in the year because they know that a lot of players are coming back. They know there's an influx. They know there's people's eyes go to the game and they're like, I wonder what Marvel Future Fight's up to. It's the Black Friday. It's the anniversary. So I think they will come out with something, right? They might come out with a new emblem. They might come out with new emblem missions. They might come out with, like, I don't think they're going to do something like an epic quest. I don't think it's going to be that big. And I also, you know, I do think we're going to get maybe, well, I don't think we're going to get, I think it's possible we get an update to Null. I think it's possible that we get an update to Null in 2 weeks. So a lot of, like, I haven't talked about this in many videos, but a lot of people have been mentioning it, the possibility of Null getting an upgrade in terms of difficulty and in terms of his world boss stage. It's possible. I think the chances are kind of low. I'd put it chances like 20% or less. But I could see them doing that and upgrading him to whatever this is, World Boss. This is 7, World Boss 8. I think that would be dope because the Null fight is actually really fun. Got great music, and it was the thing that kind of introduced us to World Boss Legend in the first place. So why not update him, bring his difficulty and his rewards up to 2024 levels? Because he was released all the way in 2020, right? It's been 4 years. It's been 84 years. It's been long enough, right? Anyway, I think that's cool. Or just create a second Null World Boss Legend. I know that sounds stupid, but screw it. I would be down with a second Null World Boss Legend. That's even more difficult, and they could put his artifact in there to make it more difficult to farm. But yeah, I don't expect big changes to the game with this update as far as content goes, because they already have the uniforms to lean on. Spider-Man, Venom. They're selling a lot of tickets with that. But I do expect some small tweaks here and there. I do expect some quality of life stuff, yada, 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 so on and so forth. There's also the possibility of a team-up collection. I think a lot of people have mentioned this, but we only got... I don't know if we got Guardians of the Galaxy this year. I can't remember. I know we got Avengers this year for sure. But it was like 5 months ago. It was in May. Right, so then June, July, August, September, October, November. Yeah, it was like 6 months ago. And they said originally that they were going to release 3 a year. So yeah, I do think Guardians was this year in January or very, very late last year. So these were the first 3 that got released. Midnight Sun, Sinister Six, and X-Force. That was last year. And then this year they released Guardians in the very beginning of the year. And then they released Avengers. So I think we're kind of due for the last one. They said they wanted to release 3 a year. It kind of has to be now, eh? Which is interesting because Venom is already featured. You can see him right there. He's already featured in the Sinister Six team-up. But to be honest, he never really fit the bill. I think they put him on there kind of too early. And they just put him on there because they knew he was a popular character and there were no other tier 4s, right? And then they just added Dr. Octopus later. But still, there's only 2 tier 4s. This is by far the most neglected team-up collection. I actually think the devs, I don't know, I think that they didn't plan this team-up collection properly. If you look at the other team-up collections, they have way more tier 4s. I mean, it's only 1 more tier 4, but that's still 1 more tier 4. And then there's more tier 4s here. I'm missing Laura, and missing Angel, and missing Storm. So there's a ton of tier 4s here. And even newer team-up collections, this doesn't make sense, but even newer team-up collections have more tier 4s than Sinister Six, even though Sinister Six has been in the game for so long. There's 4 tier 4s here, and then there's a whole whack of tier 4s here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Almost the first 2 rows are just fully tier 4, right? Fully tier 4. So I think the devs made a mistake with Sinister Six. I think they screwed it up. And again, Venom is a hero, so he's not even really Sinister Six anymore, right? Anyways, And I think that they're going to fix that by having a symbiote team-up collection. Now, I know what you're probably thinking. You're probably thinking, Alex, hang on, that's so OP. Venom's going to be the strongest character in the game because he's going to have the Sinister Six team-up collection to have buffs, and he's going to have the new one. No, that's actually not how it works. The way that it works is, and they said this when the update that introduced team-up collections came out, and I can pull up those patch notes in a later video if you guys really want. But basically they said, and I recall them saying, and a lot of people recall them saying, that if a character appears on multiple team-up collections, only the team-up collection with the highest level will apply. So basically the game is just asking like, hey, do you have a character that's in multiple team-up collections? Yes. If so, which team-up collection do they have the highest level in? If it's a tie, just take either one. It doesn't matter, right? So that means that if you have a level 1 Sinister Six collection, and then let's say hypothetically they release a symbiote team-up collection, and you max that one out, then it will just be taking the buffs from the symbiote team-up collection, and it'll for Venom specifically, and it'll be ignoring the Sinister Six team-up collection. That way, although this is a whale-friendly piece of content, it's not so insanely broken. If the team-up collection stacked and characters were appearing multiple times in different ones, this would be the most pay-to-win bullshit in the game, because you could have like 50-60% pierce. It would be out of control. It would be disgusting. But they made it clear at the beginning that it's not going to overlap. It's not going to combine. It's just going to take whatever the highest one is. So I do think that's really good. That's something that's important to point out. Especially because I can totally see people panicking if it does get released and be like, oh my god, they're breaking the game. That's it, guys. We got to boycott. It's pay to win hell. No, it's not going to be that bad. It's not going to be that bad. But that being said, I would love, as a personal side, I would love a symbiote team-up collection. Because if that shit hits Venom and Null, oh my god, I'm busting out. Like, this one's almost maxed, and I hate this one, but I only did it for Venom and Doc, and I don't even play Doc anymore because I have Titan Hulk. So until they go and give, you know, Muscubio and Goblin tier 4s, I don't give a shit about this. I honestly don't give a shit about Kraven either. That movie looks straight ass. Sandman's cool, but he's never gonna get anything. So yeah, those are my thoughts on the update. We got tons of more stuff to talk about because just a few short hours, the live stream is going to be popping off with 3RL, so do not miss that. I will see you guys tonight on the live stream here on YouTube. In the meantime, stay beautiful. I don't know who says that. Thanks for watching, and I'll hit you up in the next one. Take care.